The Hidden Promise. A mother's final wish. Every family has secrets, but some secrets are so powerful that they can change generations. This story begins beneath Windsor Castle, where an old sealed document is unexpectedly discovered during a routine archival review. The envelope carries Princess Diana's name and a warning written shortly before her death. When Prince William opens the file and reads its contents, he realizes that his mother's greatest concern was never about the crown itself. It was about her son. Diana believed that royal duty could slowly replace human emotion. She feared that William would be trained to become a perfect future king while quietly losing the freedom to express sadness, fear, and vulnerability. She wanted someone she deeply trusted to protect not only his royal future but also the child within him. That trusted person was Princess Anne. According to the document, Diana had privately asked Anne to watch over William's emotional well-being if palace traditions ever began to silence his true feelings. However, the letter never reached Anne. Instead, someone inside the royal household secretly changed its classification and locked it away for decades. As William continues reading, he discovers that an important page is missing. The document ends before revealing the identity of the person Diana feared most. This missing page becomes the greatest mystery of the story and raises difficult questions about how far powerful institutions may go to protect themselves. When Anne finally reads the document, she is overcome with emotion. She remembers conversations with Diana, but never knew that those private words had been recorded as an official responsibility. She realizes that, without knowing it, she had been prevented from fulfilling a promise that Diana believed would protect William after her death. For William, the discovery is deeply personal. He begins reflecting on his own childhood and remembers years spent learning discipline, duty, and self-control while carrying enormous grief. He wonders whether the emotional restraint expected of him has also influenced the way he is raising his own children. The story then shifts from the past to the present. William confronts King Charles with the hidden memorandum. Rather than creating a public spectacle, he asks a simple but heartbreaking question. Why was his mother's warning never allowed to reach the people she trusted? The investigation eventually points toward a senior palace official who deliberately reclassified Diana's memorandum as sensitive material. According to the official's explanation, releasing the document might have created conflict between Diana's wishes and the institution's expectations for the future king. In other words, protecting the monarchy was considered more important than sharing a mother's warning. This revelation changes everything. William realizes that the greatest danger was not a conspiracy involving many people. Instead, it was a system where unquestioned obedience, hierarchy, and silence allowed important truths to disappear. Anne reaches a painful conclusion of her own. She understands that loyalty to tradition sometimes prevented her from asking difficult questions when they mattered most. Although she was never given Diana's message, she still feels the weight of lost years and missed opportunities. As the emotional journey continues, William returns home to his wife Catherine and begins thinking differently about fatherhood. He recognizes that preparing a child for responsibility should never come at the cost of emotional honesty. One evening, he speaks openly with Prince George, encouraging him to share his fears and reminding him that real strength comes from trust, not silence. In that moment, William begins breaking the cycle that Diana feared might continue into another generation. Inspired by his mother's message, William and Anne work together to create new family guidelines protecting the emotional well-being of royal children. They believe that no future warning about a child's welfare should ever be hidden behind bureaucracy or palace procedures. Eventually, the existence of the memorandum becomes public. The nation responds not with anger alone, but with sympathy for a mother whose greatest wish was simply to protect her son. Newspapers describe the document as Diana's final warning, while many people see it as a reminder that even members of the royal family experience grief, love, and vulnerability. King Charles acknowledges that past decisions intended to protect the institution may also have caused personal pain within the family. This acceptance opens the door for meaningful reform. Yet William makes one final decision. Although he wants the truth recognized, he refuses to publish every private word his mother wrote. Some memories, he believes, belong to family rather than public history. Diana's message deserves respect, not exploitation. In the